Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit, coming back to you with another video while I'm taking a little walk in the woods. And I wanted to make a video about thrift stores in 2024, at least in my area. I live in Connecticut. And, you know, if you guys have been following me for a while, you know that I don't thrift a ton anymore. I buy most of my items from eBay and just overall just online arbitrage. I don't really go thrifting anymore. I found that it's a lot easier to just spend my money online, have the products come to me or to my prep center without having to go to a thrift store. But in any event, I went to the thrift store the other day, and I've actually gone probably like, I don't know, maybe 6 or 7 times in the last few weeks because, well, at the start of the year, I shifted from getting all the items sent to my house to a prep center. So I have a lot more free time now. So I've been kind of bored. So I've been just going to thrift stores because it's fun. And what I've noticed at the thrift store now, and I've seen this developing over the last couple of years, but now it's like really crazy. Literally, every time I go to the thrift store, there's like 3 to 4 to 5 what I call thrift store vultures. Now, I don't mean that necessarily in a negative way. You know, some of these guys are my friends and I know them and, you know, I don't have anything bad to say, but it's interesting that now, like, I'll put it this way, because I've been thrifting for almost 10 years. When I used to go thrifting, I would go hit the book section, the toys, like the clothing, and like it was pretty much like a free-for-all. Like there were thrifters and people there reselling, but everyone was kind of just running around. And it was like, sometimes you wouldn't even see like resellers. Now, what I call the thrift store vultures they're the resellers who literally, they'll just stand there in front of the toy section. They'll stand in front of the book section. They'll put their carts in front of it. They just stand there and they wait there all day long. It is like, it's shocking to me. Like, I don't know, have you guys seen this? Like at the thrift stores now, you don't see the normal thrifters like coming and going. There's like 3 to 4, at least here in Connecticut. And I go to a bunch of thrift stores, at least over the last couple of weeks, but I've gone to tons of thrift stores like in the last like 10 years. I've never seen this. There's vultures. They sit there and they just wait for the carts to come out. Now, and I don't know about you guys, it's not even worth, at least at my thrift stores, going into the actual book section, like into where the books are and like scanning them, because all the books, when they come out on the little, like at least at Savers, they come out on little red racks and then they put the books out. All the vultures are literally just sitting there waiting to take all the books. So if you go scan the books on the bookshelf, they've already been eaten up by all the vultures. Same with the toys, same with the games, same with the clothing. It's crazy to me. So I think the lesson is, well, you know, good for them. They must be making money if they're sitting there all day long. I would never want to do that. I mean, I guess for me, I have ADHD, so I would rather put my hand in a blender than sit at the thrift store all day long. But it's the same people. And again, these people are good people. I'm not saying anything bad about them. But if you're going to go thrifting now, you're going to want to identify, do you have thrift store vultures? Which I guess that does sound bad. I don't mean it like that. But, you know, like a vulture will kind of just like see its prey and they'll just fly around and wait for it and then eat it. Like, it's crazy to me now. So like if you're going to go to the thrift store and if you see them there waiting, it might be like a waste of time to go scan all the books because they're eating them all up. The same with the clothing, the same with the toys. Now, are there deals that probably slipped through the cracks because maybe they weren't there, or maybe there's a brand or something they didn't, you know about? Yeah, absolutely. But your time is money, and, you know, it just might not be worth your time. So I'm curious, for the folks watching, leave a comment down below. Let me know where you're from, what state. I'm in Connecticut. And do you have what I call the thrift store vultures now? They will sit there all day long. They'll literally eat lunch on the couch and they're just waiting for carts to come. And I'm curious too, like, if you are a thrift store vulture, it sounds so bad. I don't mean it like that. But if you are, why is it worth your time to just sit there all day long instead of like driving around to all the other thrift stores? Like, I used to, like when I was a full-time thrifter, I just thought it was worth like a lot more money to me to drive all around to the other stores, but I didn't have thrift store vultures back then. So maybe now if you're one of those people, maybe you're like, it's just not worth my time. I'll just stay here because there's vultures at every thrift store. I'm curious to know your thoughts. And do you travel around or do you just sit there waiting for your prey to come and eating it right off the clothing rack or the or the rack that comes out for the books. I'm curious what you do and your thought process. And what do you think of folks who do this? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Do you think it's smart, stupid? I'm curious. But with that being said, guys, just something interesting that I've been seeing lately. So let me know your thoughts down below. Much love.